The ripple effect. Global consequences of Russia's tech pivot and the rise of Astra Linux. Welcome to our deep dive into the global impact of Russia's digital sovereignty push, with Astra Linux at its core. This isn't just a story about one country's tech choices. It's a tale of how these decisions are reshaping the entire global tech landscape. Imagine a giant game of digital dominoes. Russia's move towards tech independence has set off a chain reaction, touching everything from international markets to geopolitical alliances and cybersecurity. Let's break down this complex situation into bite-sized pieces. First up, let's talk about how this is shaking up the global tech industry. Picture this: Western tech giants like Microsoft, Apple, and Intel, once dominant players in Russia, are now losing ground. Chinese brands are now the smartphone kings in Russia. This shift isn't just affecting sales in Russia. It could impact these companies' global influence and bottom lines. But it doesn't stop there. Russia's push for homegrown tech could inspire other countries to follow suit. Imagine a world where every country has its own version of Windows or iOS. It sounds exciting, but it could make it harder for different systems to work together, potentially putting a damper on global tech collaboration. Now, let's talk about supply chains. Russia's tech diet is now heavily flavored with Chinese ingredients, so it could spell trouble for Russia's entire tech ecosystem. This reliance on Chinese tech also opens up new cybersecurity risks. Western intelligence agencies or cybercriminals could potentially exploit these vulnerabilities. Western tech companies have faced significant challenges in the Russian market, which was once worth billions of dollars annually. First, there's Microsoft. The revenue of Microsoft Rus has seen a steep decline in recent years. In 2023, their revenue was reported at just 211.6 million rubles, a sharp drop from 6.4 billion rubles in 2022. This indicates a significant downturn in their business operations in Russia. Next, we have IBM. In 2021, IBM's revenue in Russia was about $300 million. However, the company did not expect any revenue from the Russian market in 2022. This suggests a major reduction in their business activities in the region. Moving on to SAP, the company reported a decrease in revenue in Russia by 50.8%, bringing it down to 19.382 billion rubles in 2022. SAP's exit from the Russian market, driven by geopolitical events, has significantly impacted its financial performance. Lastly, let's consider Cisco. In 2021, Cisco's revenue in Russia decreased by 3.7%, dropping from 37.1 billion to 35.8 billion rubles. The company has faced challenges due to geopolitical tensions and sanctions. These examples illustrate the broader trend of Western tech companies losing access to the Russian market, highlighting the economic impact of geopolitical factors and sanctions on their operations. As these companies navigate the changing landscape, they face both challenges and opportunities in adjusting their strategies to address these new realities. This shift is also redrawing the map of global trade. As Russia turns away from Western tech and towards China, it's changing how tech products move around the world. This could weaken the West's economic leverage over Russia and give China's global economic position a boost. Looking ahead, this tech shift could have far-reaching consequences. It could alter the balance of power between nations, potentially weakening Western influence while strengthening ties between Russia and China. It's also spurring a new kind of tech race, where different countries or blocs develop their own parallel technologies. This could speed up innovation in some areas, but it might also lead to a world where different tech systems don't play well together. But it's not all challenges. Western countries could potentially find and exploit vulnerabilities in Russia's new tech setup, especially where it relies on Chinese technology. They could also use this situation to build stronger tech alliances with other countries, potentially increasing sovereignty of Russia and China in certain tech sectors. The potential risks associated with Astra Linux are primarily linked to efforts to prevent its spread in Western markets. By restricting its adoption, Western countries may inadvertently create a set of challenges. Astra Linux's custom features may not integrate seamlessly with international software and hardware, leading to compatibility issues. Furthermore, with limited international support, users might face difficulties in accessing help and resources when needed. This could hinder the ability of Western tech ecosystems to adapt to diverse operating systems and limit opportunities for collaboration and innovation. By not engaging with Astra Linux, Western markets might miss out on understanding and mitigating potential security risks associated with its use. In conclusion, Russia's tech pivot, with Astra Linux at its heart, is reshaping the digital world in ways we're only beginning to understand. It's a complex situation with far-reaching implications, touching everything from market dynamics to geopolitics. As this digital drama continues to unfold, it's sure to keep tech experts, policymakers, and international observers on their toes.